Welcome to a busy doing stuff diecast haul. So to start off with, the week's been quite good. I went round a lot of the shops and I found quite a few restocked shelves, which was good. And went around a few of the supermarkets as well and found some really good ones as well. So might as well start off with now I found a duplicate of this treasure hunt, so it's a male lit. So when I find a couple more, then I'll open them up, and or otherwise I'll keep them for presents for either my niece, she collects, or otherwise for presents for trick-or-treaters. So I actually found two of these at different shops. So I've got one for either a gift as well, so that's quite good. So I'll just turn the light down a little bit because you get that really quite bad glare off this light. So yes, it's quite a nice casting. So so this is a treasure hunt. So very good. Right, so I got a bit of mailed in stuff as well that I bought online. So the new Fast and Furious has come out. So Fast and Furious Villains. So I thought this was pretty cool. It's a Honda S2000. See if it stays in focus, because sometimes it actually goes out of focus and it's very hard to see. So as you see here, I bought it from my local farmers. Nothing to hide there, and they just had a brand new fresh restock, which was good. I saw the DeLorean Alpha 5 there. I passed on that casting because I've got the first release of that one in mainline. Aston Martin DB9. I saw that one. I didn't quite like the finish on it. It was quite a matte finish. So they're $7.99. They had a buy one get one half price deal. They didn't have any of the Ford Fairlanes, otherwise I would have bought a Ford Fairlane. And they didn't have any Chevy Camaros, so I think somebody must have got in there just before me and got them, or I'm not sure. Maybe they've still got them in the boxes out the back, maybe. Okay, so next one. I got this one. It's the Ultra Hots. Now I'm finding it very difficult to find the Ford Escort in the Ultra Hots. In New Zealand there's certain cars that are quite popular, and old school Ford Escorts are quite what do you call them, they're sort of a they've got a place in people's hearts, and a bit like how Mazda Rotaries as well, they've got their major following in New Zealand, and so do a lot of the Hondas or the Nissans as well. They're very, very popular. So you know, it's always hard finding a casting like that. So yeah, I opened this one up just because it's Spectra Flame Blue with the Ultra Hot wheels, and I just thought that's a pretty cool casting. So I went there twice, and believe it or not, I chanced upon this one. This was the very last one left on the pegs, so I was probably still lucky just to get that one, to be honest. Then what else have we got? Then I found some main lines. Oh, hang on, nope, I've still got one of these. Now I found this one. Thought this was a good one. Custom Datsun 240Z in this really nice orange, and Vintage Racing Club series. I just thought this was a really cool casting. It's got excellent artwork, and because it was like a premium, I think it was $12. So I got this one. So this one was $12, and then I got this one that was $7.99. So I got that for $3.99. So it was buy one get one half price. So that's how that works, you see. So it kind of balanced out the costs on that one. But I like this one. So we're back when I used to do classic motorsport stuff there were some of the guys out in the old Datsun 240Zs in my group, and they're just really cool little cars. Yeah, so unique wheels to these the series, so they have their own designed wheel, and I don't think they're rubber tires. I'm not sure. It doesn't say about whether they're real riders or not. I don't think so. I think they might be just plastic. So I've already got the Toyota 2000 GT casting and mainline. I've got lots of the Boss 302. I couldn't find any of the Ford Mavericks, and neither the Corvettes. So maybe somebody's gone in there and wiped the shelves clean of all the old school Fords and the old school Corvettes, possibly, maybe. Because you normally, whenever I go there, usually they're always out of certain ones as well, like the Hondas or the Nissans are the first to go. So then I got a couple of the main lines. I've got the 67 Mustang Coupe. So generally I like to open up my Mustangs castings, so I'll open this one up. I have got a first release Mustang that I've kept on card, and what else? I've kept a couple of other ones, but I've opened up the majority of them. And I got quite a few loose, second-hand loose castings that I've purchased over the years. So yeah, this one's quite cool. See if it stays in focus if I bring it up close. Yeah, so very cool in white with the Hot Wheels logo flame. And the next one, Ford Mustang as well. So it's a 92 Ford Mustang. It's a Fox body. Very cool. 70s versus 90s. And these were for $3.99. So a bit more pricey. Then you can get them. So you get them on special for $2.40 in the supermarkets. But long card, and also buy one get one half price. So out of the ones I bought, so $6, that's bringing the price down to $3 each generally. So it didn't work out to be too bad. It's really good when farmers have these deals, but then they also have the new stock. So it looks like the doors open on this one, but they don't. But it looks like, you know, it actually does look like they do open, but they don't. So I'm not sure whether this casting originally came out with opening doors or, but nice chunky casting. Very cool. So I just like to display all my Ford Mustangs at the moment on the coffee table together. So I'm a bit of a Ford person. Right, next one. Okay, so I've got the Rod Squad. So this is a 58 Chevy Impala. And I did not actually have this casting already, as far as I knew. Could be, I do have boxes of loose cars, but of a couple of hundred loose cars, but I can't always keep tabs on what I've got when I've got the loose ones in the boxes. Eventually, when I've got enough shelf space, I want to put the rest of them up or filled up all my cabinets, and I've got ones displayed on the wall as well. Right, next one is the Custom 53 Cadillac. Now this is another casting I didn't actually have. It's very cool. It's got the little, can't remember what they're called now. They're wire racers, I think they're called. They're little cars with real petrol motors in them, and then they hook them onto a tether, and they race them around oval tracks, and they go real quick. Pretty cool. So I think are they called tether cars, or not sure, but I've seen them on YouTube, and they're pretty cool. They go very fast, and they go back. They're quite a classic thing. That's something that went back in the day, that they used to race and have back in the day. So yeah, and then at my supermarket, I found this one. Now I was looking for this one. I couldn't find it for ages, and I thought, oh, that's a bit strange. And so it's the Harco Type D, new for 2025, and it's like a concept designed by one of the guys, the Hot Wheels designers. So very cool. So it's inspired on like an 80s Japanese sports car, and it's I actually think it's very much like one of those Subarus. Back in the day, they had a couple of Subarus. What are they called now? I remember my friend had one. It was a very wedgy type Subaru. Not the Leone. Can't remember now. But I remember he offered it to me to buy for about $800. But because at the time I had enough projects, I turned him down. But that's probably going back about 20-something years now. The next one is the Gordon Murray Automotive T33. So it's a new model for 2025. So generally, my new models I will keep on card and then display on card. Generally. Right, next one. This is the the 75 Chevy Blazer. So 1970s Chevy Blazer Custom. So pretty cool. Now shall I open this one? I've actually got I think I got a Matchbox opening parts. Oh no, that's a Ford Bronco. Yeah. I'll keep it on card for the meantime. And then last but not least, out of my card finds, I've found the 85 Honda City Turbo 2 treasure hunt. Now I'm really surprised I found this treasure hunt, to be honest, because Hondas are actually highly scalped. But I found this fresh on the peg right at the front, which I was very surprised at. So that was Farmers. So very cool. So I'm glad I found that, because I thought I was going to have to pay scalper fees to get that one. Right, so next I have a few that I found online that I purchased. Now I'll just find the scissors. Hang on a sec. Right, here's scissors. Right, these are different scissors from what I used last time, and they're not cutting as well. Right, so this car I bought for the maximum large sum of $1.50 New Zealand dollars. So that's $1 US, or 70 pence, or €1. No, remember to try and work out the exchange rates. So it's a color changer. Uh-oh, I see a wheel issue. Uh-oh. Is that what was only $1? $1.50. It's a color changer, and it's pretty. I thought it was mint anyway. I thought it was pretty good condition for what it is, for the age anyway. Because normally color changes, because after I did my last week's video with the 1980s color changes and tried them out, I went online and I saw a few, oh no, that's all right. Look, wheel's fine, just needs pulling out. Hang on. Is that all right? Oh, there you go. The wheel's perfectly fine. Must have been just from postage. Well, that's great. That's a relief. I mean, thought it might have been stood on. Yeah, kids, don't leave your toys lying around, because they'll get stood on. And then 30 years later, when somebody buys it, they'll be like, oh, drat, somebody stood on it. So yeah, Malaysia base, plastic base. Yeah, very cool. So this is called, I think it's called the fire truck. I have in my collection quite a few of these ones actually. I'll go and get them actually. Okay, I think these are the ones I have to hand at the moment. I might have more in my boxes of loose, but these ones were in my display cabinet and on the wall. So this one is the Biohazard series Rescue Ranger. That's what it's called, Rescue Ranger. Sorry about that, bit of a tongue twister. Yeah, so it's cool to have the color changer version in the collection. Yeah, so that's the one with the 5 dots, and that's also the same series, this one here, made in Thailand, Malaysia, and then of course the Real Riders from the 80s. I was stoked to get this one, made in Malaysia, and this one's absolutely mint. Absolutely love this one. Fantastic. Yeah, this one's not even got a single chip on it, and the tampos are mint, and got a really good bargain on this one when I bought this one. So very happy to get that, especially it's a Forest Service one. Yeah, so super happy to get this one. Somebody else got one for $5 as well on a separate auction, and it was chipped up in absolutely terrible condition, so I thought this was perfect. Right, okay, so the seller who was selling the really chipped up bad condition Rescue Ranger color changer, he had a few other auctions as well, and some of them they were red lines, and they were in terrible condition, and they went for quite a lot of money, and I felt that they definitely had exceeded my expectations of how much they'd go for. However, this one in particular, I was the only person that bid on it, and I think I got it for a steal, because I paid $5. See, I never hide anything when it comes down to stuff. I'll tell it for what it is, and I think that don't know why this one got overlooked, but personally, I really like these. I don't want to cut into the car, eh? Silly, wouldn't it? I only paid $5 for it. So in my eyes, that was a bargain. And that's what I like. Bargain. Yep. I'll just check it's still recording. Yes, it's still recording. Ta-da! Right, so it's a red line. And okay. So it's not mint condition, it's played with condition, but the wheels are a bit wobbly on the front. But you know, it's nothing that I couldn't straighten out. Yeah, so what's it called? It's called, doesn't say. Okay, Hot Wheels, Hong Kong base, 1975 copyright. I'll have to research what the actual proper name of it is, and then put that one on the subtitles. Right, so shall I open these ones or leave it for another video? I'll open them up. Then I can just put them on the wall and display them. And then make way for some new purchases for the next video. Okay, so the reason why I purchased these was because I wasn't actually really going to. I wasn't looking for these particular castings. However, the guy had a Ford Escort RS 1600 in the Ultra Hot series, the new release, and he had it for retail, which was $7, which is how much they retail at the shops. So I thought, if I bid on this and I buy some other ones off him, which were quite cheap for retail, then I will be able to then it will balance out with the courier charge and everything, and it will be quite a worthwhile purchase. However, right at the last minute, somebody outbid on the Ultra Hot, and yeah, unfortunately, then I was left with only one other purchase for him. With him, and then a $11 courier charge. So I last minute then thought, oh great, right, okay, what else do I want? What's going to make it worthwhile? Otherwise I would have ended up having to spend $11 on a courier, plus $3 for a car. So then it would have made that car a $14 car, and then it would have defeated the whole purpose of actually purchasing the Ultra Hot plus some others off them. So in the end, I purchased some more castings off him. So yeah, Toyota AE86 Sprinter Terreno. So it's the one with the pop-up headlights on the front. It's very cool. So yeah, I don't actually say what this one was. This is the police version of the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR, which is pretty good. Now I believe I've got this casting already, but not this particular tempo design. And then I do have this one already, but not in a first edition, first release. So ta-da! So this one is he's obviously purchased a factory sealed 2020 set from Hot Wheels. So this is the first release, first edition New for 2020, 1998 Subaru Impreza 22B STI version. So in the beautiful blue, Subaru blue, with the gold wheels. That's the two-door wide arched version, like the Colin McRae, and then the special tampoed rear lights and everything. It's actually a very detailed first release casting, so it's a pretty good one. And I never saw this one in the shops back in 2020, so it's a very hot property. So I've actually got a video where I went to see the New Zealand Rally Championship and the WRC a couple of years ago in Auckland, and there was Possum Born's, the ex-Possum Born version of this car, rally car, there, and I filmed it, and burbling away and then doing a bit of a burnout and then zooming off at the beginning of the stage for a parade lap, which is pretty cool. So that's on that video is on YouTube on my channel, so if you want to go back and have a look at that. That was actually quite a popular one. I got about 7,500 views within, I think it was like in 4 hours, which was pretty good. Yeah, so that will go very nicely on the wall. So okay, well, thanks very much for watching. Like and subscribe, and go back and watch some of the other videos. Over and out.